Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Simran and I'm a little nervous about this video because it's a bit different from what I've done previously. This is something that I came across maybe a couple months ago and it's stuck with me since then. I've thought about it from time to time and so I want to share that with you. The title of the video seems a little morbid, but trust me, the video is not. It's more reflective and I just kind of want to share my opinion on it. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the top 5 regrets of the dying. This is actually a book compiled by Bronnie Ware, who's an Australian nurse who spent her career in palliative care, so she would spend time with patients in the last few weeks of their lives. And she made a lot of observations on what patients had to say about their biggest regrets in their life, and she wrote a book called The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying. Number 1. I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. This one's actually really sad because it was the most common regret of all, and I think it applies to so many people because many times we end up first living life according to what our parents want. So choosing a career in that way in elementary school or in high school, doing things that everyone else is doing. At least that was the case for me growing up. I was pretty big on conformity. Now that I look back, I've never ever been happy about not being myself. And I think this is something that people realize as they grow older, but they still continue to do it. I mean, I still catch myself doing things to please others and not living a life true to myself. So when I read this, it really hit me. So I try to catch myself more often when I fall back into the old patterns of people pleasing or just making choices that are not true to me. Number 2, I wish I hadn't worked so hard. This one really caught me off guard, honestly, because I never thought anyone would ever regret working hard because that's something that's really pushed upon us, right? Ever since we're kids, we're told that we have to work hard to get somewhere in life. Thinking back to my high school and first year of university, I did work really hard in school to the point where I was not doing anything else. If I think about it, it wasn't the best time of my life. I think this is something to keep in mind as we progress into careers, that there's other things to do in life than to just work all day long. Number 3, I wish I had the courage to express my feelings. I don't know if I agree with that too much. I don't think I agree with this right now at this point in my life. Maybe sometime later I might agree, and this might be one of my regrets too. I genuinely think that sometimes you can't express your feelings. That could be to protect other people or that could be to protect yourself. I'm really conflicted on this one. Okay, number 4, I wish I'd stayed in touch with my friends. I don't think it applies to me so much right now because we're already in university, so it's not too difficult to stay in touch with friends. But certainly I've seen in older people, I mean my parents included, how hard it gets to stay in touch with people because you get busy in career and then kids and your family and paying bills, mortgage, and all that stuff. I guess this point is something that I'll understand with experience. And finally, point number 5, I wish that I'd let myself be happier. This one is powerful and scary at the same time because first of all, tells you that happiness is your choice, and second, that you get in the way of your own happiness. This is something that I talked about in my previous video as well. Let's see what Bronnie Ware has to say about this point. So she says, this is a surprisingly common one. Many did not realize until the end that happiness is a choice. Fear of change had them pretending to others and to themselves that they were content when deep within they longed to laugh properly and have silliness in their life again. Her take on it is that as we grow older, we tend to lose the silliness and the child within us that gives us happiness. And I have seen it happen so much in older people. I remember this one time where I took my mom and my aunt to a playground and they were so reluctant to just go on the swing. I mean, there was nobody there, so that kind of helped in opening up, but once they did, it was so much fun. I remember after 1 hour of being there and just literally just having fun at a playground, our moods were completely changed. I think this is proof of this point that after a certain age, everyone just becomes too serious. That's certainly something I don't want to do. I love being silly. I love doing crazy things that make me laugh. Don't lose that child, that spark in you. I think that's so important to stay happy in your life and just be curious about exploring different things. And if you can do things that remind you of your childhood, it would certainly bring a lot of happiness. And that's something we can't really lose as we grow older. Oh my god, this is a lot of thinking. Honestly, I really enjoyed reading this, and even more, I enjoyed talking about it in this video. When I read it, I sort of glossed over it. I thought about it a little bit, but putting it into words to explain it, it really just sort of drilled it in my head. I know this video is a little serious and certainly a little sad too, but I think time to time it's really important to stop and reflect on your life and see if you are doing the things that you want to be doing and that you're not leaving room for regret. So that was my goal for this video, to get you to be a little aware of what you might want to do things differently so that you don't end up regretting things in the future. Hit the like button if you found this inspiring or useful, and leave a comment below. I really want to know your opinion on these 5 points, what you guys think, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.